Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayeli and today I have my first fall DIY that I want to share with you guys. It is all Dollar Tree materials and I hope you guys enjoy it. I do have more DIYs coming. That's why I started a little bit early. I mean, I know it's still mid-August, but like I said, I wanted to get started early. That way I could share all my fall slash Halloween DIYs with you guys. So let me stop rambling and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off with one of these wall decors that I found at the Dollar Tree. These are just 4 little squares attached together with a ribbon. And all I want to do is take the first layer of paper, which is the paper that has the art and glitter on it. You do want to peel it carefully and equally, like so, because if you don't, it's going to be so hard to take it off. Like on this one, I'm going to show you that I'm not going to peel it nicely and it will tear and it is going to be a hassle. I'm going to take some masking tape, that's the only tape I found, and try to put it on there and try to rip it off, but it's barely coming off. There's like just a little bit coming off. So like I said, just peel it as evenly as possible. And I'm gonna look for one of the corners to lift up a little bit and peel it again, but it's gonna rip again, and you're gonna want to take all of the little pieces off. You want a smooth canvas. So here we go. Now I'm going to take the ribbon off because this is not the ribbon that I want to use. Just take it off and so you can paint it, and then if you want to use this one again, you can. Sorry, I got the hiccups. And I'm going to use my Waverly Premium Semi-Gloss paint. This has like almost no paint in it. I'm going to go ahead and dip my sponge brush in it and do one layer on one of these squares. But since it doesn't have enough for each of them, and not even enough for one of the squares, then I'm going to go in with the Crafter's Closet white acrylic paint and just give it a nice layer. I'm not looking for anything even, or I actually want it to look a little bit rustic and paint chipping or streaky. It all depends on what you want, but like I said, I want it to look a little bit rustic. So just one coat, I think that's all I did, just one coat of the acrylic paint, and I put it aside to dry. Sorry that I had to fast forward this video a lot or speed it up a lot, because if not, it would have been like so long. So just do a coat on each of your squares, put them aside to dry, and we'll get started on the next part, which is one of these signs that from the Dollar Tree. These are like a tin sign, and I think these are so cute with the welcome on the top and then the little tin flower. I thought this was just perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wire cutters. You can use any kind of pliers, but these are the ones that I had at hand. You're going to want to open the chain. It's not as heavy duty as it seems, so it's going to be pretty easy. You just want to open the chains, like take it apart, take the flower out, and take the sign out, because we are going to paint them. For the outer petals, I am going to take my, what is it called? And Fire Engine Red paint. It is a glossy paint. You can take any paint you want. I just thought this paint looked a little bit like on the burgundy side, and I thought it looked really, I don't know, I just thought it was a nice color for fall. I'm way ahead of myself right now. I can't take the chain off. Okay, there we go. So we're going to get started on the flower first. And I'm just taking a big paintbrush and dipping into that Fire Engine Red from Folk Art. And I'm going to give it about 2 coats. Then I thought I was going to go with this Territorial Beige on the inner petals, but I changed my mind. I thought it was going to be the Territorial Beige. Then I went in with a gold, but then decided to go with another color that I will show you in a little bit. But like I said, you do want to give this maybe 2 coats, 3 if your paint is a little bit sheer, but I did 2 with this red paint, and I think it looks really nice. You just don't want the turquoise or the teal to come through the paint, if that makes any sense, or you don't want to be able to see it through the paint. And I do lift up the inner petals with my fingers so I can put get the paintbrush a little bit like in there, so you won't be able to see the turquoise, because you can bend your petals a little bit if you want to make it sort of like a 3D sort of a look, which I do. And you are going to want to let this dry in between coats. Sorry. So, like I said, I was going to do the Territorial Beige, but I decided to do the gold in the inner petals. But it is a little bit sheer, so I knew I was going to have to like do 5 or 6 coats of paint, which I'm really impatient and didn't want to do. So in my next clip, I will show you that I changed the color, and I think it looks so nice with the color that I chose. the next little brush that you're gonna see is actually like a eyeshadow brush sort of a thing. I bought this, I think, I'm not sure if it was Walmart, Dollar General, or Dollar Tree, but I do know it was just $1. And I like this one because it's small, it's soft, and I like how the paint goes on with this. But like I said, I'm gonna change the gold color to another color. And here it is. I actually like this way better. I mixed two colors. I mixed the Crafter's Closet white acrylic paint and the Apple Barrel black licorice paint. And I think I should have gone just a little bit lighter on that gray, but I'm still in love with it. I still think it looks so great. I just love it. I bought this 6-pack of paintbrushes at Dollar General, and I'm going to be using the small ones, not like the pointed pencil brushes, but the small paintbrushes that are included. And I'm going to go ahead and use the white acrylic paint in one Dixie cup, and the black licorice black in another Dixie cup. And I want to give the inner petals, which is the gray, I want to give it sort of a galvanized look. And what I do is I take some paint and I sort of wipe it off on a what do you call it? Sorry. On a napkin or paper towel, so you can sort of dry brush it, I guess. But I thought it came out so cute, so let's just take a look what I do. And I like the dry brushing paints because that way it's not a bunch of paint, it's not that harsh. It can be a little bit blended maybe to make it look a little bit galvanized. And I do put it on some of the edges of the petals, on the inner petals, on the bottom, like in the inner bottom part. And I am going to do it with the white and the black. First I'm going in with the black, then with the white, taking this sponge brush and just trying to press it into the paint so I can take the excess paint off, because like I said, I don't want a lot of paint. Now I'm going to go in with the white, also try to take the excess paint off and just dry brush it on. I think it looks so cute. Now I'm gonna go on to the welcome part of the sign, and I'm going to use my my Waverly wax paint. And I actually wanted to use this wax paint because I know it's gonna leave it a little bit streaky, and like I said, I want that for this particular sign. I want it to look streaky and rustic, and like the paint is gonna peel and fall off. So here I'm just trying to sponge it on, but then I am going to actually glide, or I don't know what you would call it, just paint it so I can get like the streaky look like this. Then I'm going to put those aside to dry. I'm going to take some of these cardboard stencils, or I don't know what they're called, from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to use 4 letters, the F, an A, and 2 L's. Or I'm actually going to reuse 1 L. So, and because I really want it to say fall on there, so. And like I said, these are cardboard. These do not stick on to your surface. And I had to use some kind of tape. I wanted to use double-sided tape, but it would not stick on here. Like, I have no idea why it didn't want to stick, but I had to use some washi tape, and it did bleed through. But I really didn't care if it bled, because I did fix it up a little bit with one of like the pencil brushes. And here is where I'm trying to put the double-sided tape, but the tape keeps sticking to my fingers instead of the cardboard. So here I go with the washi tape now. Oh, and like I was saying, if it bleeds, since I don't want it perfect, I just take one of the smaller, thinner, pointy brushes and try to fix the letter up. And I'm taking the same gray that I used for the inner petals, and I'm just gonna try to sponge it on there. And I only used 1 layer of paint per letter. I really didn't think it needed more. And here they are. I think they look super cute. Here I'm showing you that there's like little dark spots on each of the squares. I don't know what that's from, or maybe the paint didn't cover it all up or something, the white paint, but I don't care. I think it looks nice. I think it looks a little bit rustic and not perfect at all. Then on the welcome sign, if you look closely, you can see all the streaks on there. I love it. I think it looks so amazing, so streaky. And look at that. Look at those inner petals, all galvanized looking. So I'm going to take some of my black licorice acrylic paint, and I'm going to take one of my pointy brushes, and I'm just going to take it and make some, what do you want to call it? I don't know, some details, black chipping paint details all around it, in between the letters and on the letters and on the edges. the corners, everything. I just really want it to look really super rustic. And here I'm just trying to take the excess paint off, but since I used like little, like I didn't use a lot of paint, it was already dry. So now I'm gonna go into the letters and just make some marks, black marks, like the paint is dripping. And on some of the corners, I'm actually gonna do like a little shading. I think that's what it's called, but you will see in a little bit what I mean. And I'm not trying to be perfect at all. See what I mean with the shading there a little bit? I think that gives it, like, I don't know, I just like it. I just love that shading detail on there. There I was showing you that you could see some of the streaks and the mistakes and some paint smudges, which I don't really care. I think it gives it more character. Now I'm going to take the metallic gold and paint these, like the center of the flower. And I didn't really use that much paint, and I only did one layer because it was already sort of gold. So now I'm going to take some of this like shabby chic lace that I had on hand, and it is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to attach everything together with that. Just trying to figure out how I want it, so I'm starting off with the little welcome sign thing, and it has two little holes where the chain was, and that's where I'm gonna put some of my hot glue and the lace. And I'm gonna use two little pieces of cardboard to sort of make like I don't know, like a little support thingy for there, I guess. If that makes any sense, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm having a hard time with these scissors because they don't want to cut. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna put my little piece of cardboard. And for whoever wants to know, I picked up this little spatula at Dollar General. I love it because it's super small and I love using it with my hot glue. So again, we're gonna put some glue around the hole, then put the lace, and then on top of the lace, some hot glue and the little cardboard piece. And like I said, I'm having like a hard time with those scissors. Little strip of cardboard, and I just think it gives it a little bit more support so it doesn't fall off or something. So now I'm going to take my first letter, which is the F, and I'm going to try to see where I'm going to position it, see where I like it. And the lace is going to go on the back side. And I think hot glue works perfectly because it's not like a heavy wall decor where you need to use like E6000 or something. Now I'm gonna go with the A, and so on and so forth. Just try to make it as even as I can. this tin flower, it has 2 holes where the chain was, and that's where I'm going to try to put the lace, where the 2 holes are. And I'm also going to put some of the little cardboard pieces on there. I'm gonna put plenty of hot glue here so I can put the cardboard piece. And I have no idea why I'm still using these scissors. They don't want to cut. So I went and I hung it up on my wall. But since my wall is white, it was super hard for me to see the welcome word. So I'm gonna go in with my black paint and try to, I don't know, sort of outline it. I don't care if it's messy or if it's perfect. I really don't care. I just really want to be able to see the word. I should have painted the welcome tin another color maybe. So I'm just trying to make a little bit of a black outline sort of a thing so we could see the welcome word a little bit better. I think we could have seen it better if it was another color or if I had a different wall color, but this has to do. And here is the final result. I am in love with this welcome fall sign. I think it is super cute. I love that it looks rustic and it looks damaged, like the paint is chipping off. I love the flower. I love how it looks like a little bit galvanized in the middle petals or the center petals. I hope you guys enjoyed this fall DIY. This is my first one, and I have many more to come. If you are not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of our YouTube family. That would mean so much to me. Also, click that notification bell so you can get notified of every video that I upload. That way you will not miss one of my fall DIYs, because yes, there are more to come. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.